This is a photograph of a watercolor I did years ago, before I gave it all up to paint oils. I think I haven't got this. I sold this years ago. I think I went over this with some Indian ink, and I've done a little drawing here. It's just a typical Norfolk scene. I'm going to use some ink. We call it a line and wash. I've just indicated lightly the buildings here. The paper I used in those days was probably Saunders £200 weight rough, a much more sympathetic paper than the Fabriano that we're using at the moment. Fabriano is very good for wet in wet. It's very forgiving, but this painting, there were areas I left unwetted, and I went in and flooded the colours as I went, and the paper was very good for that. Archer's is a very good paper for that too. But this was all painted on dry paper, where you put the neat paint straight from the tube on here, and then you just bleed it with a bit of water and drag it into different directions. We'll have a go, see what happens. I've got me ink. You can't call it Indian ink now, it's called black waterproof ink. So I'm using a stick just to indicate some lines. Chimney down here, another one. They're very loose. Building coming up here. With a stick, you can't fiddle, because you don't know what part of the brush you're going to of the stick you're going to use. You can use all the parts of it, but it's a great way of texturing as well. As the paint dries, you can do a lot of marks on here, but you can't really get with the brush. So we just a great exponent of this was Edward Wesson. If you've got any of his books, just have a study of what he did. He did some wonderful drawings, and all he used was a pointed stick. I saw a demonstration that he did some years ago, and I'm using the edge of these oak trees. When you put paint on this, it doesn't look quite so stark. It cuts back a bit. Very exciting way of painting. Some of these I will do with the brush. I'll just get the trunks just a little bit thicker there. Right, just indicate some shrubby stuff. I've got a path coming around here. So I'm just using the edge of the stick now, because it's got some ink in it, so it's very good for texturing. Let's get up here. I have some marks on the brickwork here, and this will be quite dark in there, as will that there. Right, okay, let's just get that up there. Don't worry about accidents like that. By the time you put some colour on it, it hardly shows. Well, it does show, but nothing untoward. Bit of dark there. Roland Hilder also used a lot of black ink in his watercolours, and he'd use a brush to put them in. So these are just the trees, just across here. There's a distant hill there. You can do fences, all sorts of stuff with this. So we'll just have this. So hold it like that. When you paint on it, or water on it, make sure it's bone dry. Dry with the hair dry, because it'll flood. I'll just have a little. Just a bit of stuff on the bank here. Coming down there, very free, very loose. Some trees there. Right, okay, that'll do. I'm going to dry this with a hairdryer now. Right, don't get it on your clothes. So there's my stick. I've sharpened it, and I've roughed the edges, the sides up with a bit of fine sandpaper to give it a bit of tooth. You don't want it too smooth. Just a bit of old stick. Alright, I'll dry that off. Right, now we'll go back to the hake. I'll just swig my tea. Us Brits drink a lot of tea. Right, now then. A good rubber is just, I think it's blue tack, it's putty rubber. If provided you don't dig into your paper with pencils, the sharpened pencils, just as long as you just leave the graphite on the surface, this will clean it off beautifully and won't leave a smudge. They're very, very cheap, and they're very, very good. Right, wet the paper all over in our usual time-honoured way. Now, I haven't done one of these for 15 years, these line and wash, and that's why these areas have gone a bit unpredictable, but never mind. This is a demonstration. It's just to get you having fun with painting, and you don't have to do anything in a set way. This original that I'm working from was a doodle. I didn't copy it from anything. I just made it up because it's what I like. I like basically flat landscape, and I love all these colours here, these umbers and burnt sienna. I've got a tube of burnt sienna. I might use some. I might put some on my palette because it's a lovely mixture with the greys and other stuff. Right, let's get in with some sky now. So I'm going to put a bit of a blush of red on there, red with a bit of raw sienna. Going across there like that. Bit of blue and red. And then just drag it down onto the horizon, where we will put some raw sienna. I'll get that all over. Right. Now I want that to dry now. do some work on the buildings now. I'll use a 1/2 inch flat, nylon flat. My cloth, nice cloth. So with burnt umber and just bit of grey. Get some dark in there. And there. A bit darken there. Do that even line. That's grass coming up there. Right. Now we'll put some roofs on here and there. Raw sienna, a bit of light red. With a grey roof there, I think. Just vary. Right. See what's happening as you put the dark colours on. The harsh lines lose some of their intensity. I just just added a bit of warm in there. Right, okay, let's right, now we'll quickly, with a rigger, establish some of this here. As quick as possible. This is a sort of an oak, the oak trees, and the branches of oaks go all over the place. And they're all squiggly. There again, you can't put everything in. Some branches cross, and then some come down. But remember that the trunks of trees are quite thick at the base, oak trees anyway, to hold up the weight of the tree. So just stuff coming up here. Bit of green, I think we can afford to put in a bit of green. So texturing with the side of the rigger. Bit of raw sienna going up there. What I haven't done is put in the background. So I'll use my my little 1/2 inch flats, just a bit of blue and a bit of red added. We'll get back into this area here now. We'll just add some nice mixture of reds and umbers and stuff in general. Just add some nice rich darks in here. Just the foreground, just. Grassy stuff coming across here. You can see how the ink is sort of vanishing. Probably a bit heavy in there, but never mind. So now we'll put some twig on here. And you get some behind as well. These are quite weak here. They're in the sort of distance. I'll go back over those with some heavier stuff in a moment. Some here. Just to show something going on along that bank there. All very quick. Now I'm going to put the path in, a bit of light red and a bit of umber, light red and a bit of grey. Right, now we can get some more texture into this. Right, this is a very, very quick impression, and I hope it looks like it too. Just a bit of rustic stuff. Could have did that a bit hard. Never mind. Right. Sign it. Now put it in the mount, see what it looks like. Didn't really register. Right, I suppose we could put a bit of a window or two in there. Don't put your windows under the chimney stacks. Because it wouldn't be right, would it? Right, I'll put that in now. Oh, excuse me. Mount. I'm really doing this to show you how quickly you can work and produce a reasonable painting. Well, there we are. So there's the tree, a bit heavy. The buildings, very, very simple foreground, very simply stated. And there we are. So there's a picture of what I did. This probably took twice as long to do. And that, as you can see, it's taken about 20 minutes, I hope. Probably a bit longer. Right, a simple country scene in Norfolk. Farm buildings, cottages, whatever you want it to be. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.